Blessings, beloveds. So it's so nice to be here on a Wednesday. Usually it's Wednesday that the weekly updates happens when there's the perfect alignment in energies. So I will be talking about the energies that is really becoming stronger and stronger before the December solstice, the 22nd of December. So we have around 8 to 9 days, which is really a strong amplified energy that I will talk about. And then we will move into an activation also in the end that will support these energies. And the beautiful thing is that I never know what's going to come through. It's us coming together here and allowing really the highest vibration and co-creation and unity to happen. So I've also been guided to work together with you before the solstice. So I will be with you every single day for 5 days before solstice. I will do a live activation every day on my Instagram, and you will also receive an email from me every day from Sunday. This Sunday, you will receive an email and an activation with a suggested practice and contemplation, because there's this huge window opening now around Saturday, Sunday. After now, the 12-tel portal, there's a huge window opening up. 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, really big time, and 21st before the solstice 22nd. So I will be with you. So the only thing you need is to be on my email list, and you will automatically receive the email every single day from Sunday, together with a practice and a recorded activation. And I will be with you also on Instagram. So really, the beautiful thing is that we have done this before. We did it before the Lionsgate, and it was really appreciated by all of you and me too, because when we come together, united as a soul tribe from different places on earth, there's a lot of magic that happens, and much more light can push through, so we can clear any inorganic and dark old energies that maybe are a little bit hard to manage to reach ourselves. So I hope you're going to join me. So this year has really been a year of coming back to 0 point, right? So in the beginning of this year, I know I kept telling you that everything is about to change. And then around Lionsgate, the message was expect the unexpected, right? And we might feel and think that we're ready to move into 0 point, but we are all have experiencing how uncomfortable it is to actually be in 0 point, or be forced into that space of nothingness. Because of course, it's the moment we came here in this incarnation with open chakras, open light body, with such a dense level on earth that we went into amnesia, right? So our consciousness couldn't be open. The energy was too dense. So we were like, the memories shut down, and we just met all these people around us, like our parents and all the other siblings and everything, that was kind of operating from a fear-based base with a lot of control, and trying to figure out, right, how to survive. So the energies we were born into was from fear and survival mode, and to make choices out of fear, so nothing bad shouldn't happen. So really no trust, no abundance, no flow. So a lot of like control was very fast stored into our nervous system. Of course, also we took with us many other lifetimes, and we took with us also important life lessons and karmic contracts that we have chosen, we've asked to live through, right? So this year we have been forced in so many different ways to let go and surrender and let go. And I mean, how long haven't we heard, let go and surrender and allow the flow of the universe to come through, right? It sounds good, but to do it, to embody it when everything is just like being taken away from you, or nothing really feels aligned anymore, right? Of what you've been doing or believing. It's like everything have been stripped away from us. And what has happened is that we haven't only been needed to move to center point, but we have really needed to start to love ourselves on new levels and compassionately witnessing our journey, our past, choices, and even our current choices. Now we're witnessing ourselves from a much higher perspective, where we see that we're still sometimes looping emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically in behaviors and thought forms that are not beneficial for us, but we observe them. And we have come to a point, many of us, where we are witnessing and not judging ourselves as before. So we are more compassionately witnessing, which is huge, guys. So in the midst of everything, thinking that, oh, what have I really accomplished this year? Huge internal shifts has happened. Because to move from self-judgment into self-love, that's incredible. And to move from deep self-love into witnessing and observing the inner child that is wounded, and programs and codependency, old templates running in our field, to be able to, from that self-love state, go out to macro and observe is huge. So we are moving all the time from the judgment into self-love, from self-love up to compassionately witnessing. And more we are in that self-love and compassionately witnessing ourselves, but not only ourselves, but all those around us, the collective, those that are asleep. And I mean, the journey to really feel that we are one, no matter what we have made, what choices we have made, right? Under very intense periods lately. So we are still one, and there's really no separation. And the moment we start to feel separated, we also feel separated from God's source and ourselves. And we start to feel really miserable and out of peace. So this year might feel like, okay, wow, I haven't accomplished so big things, but I know that all of you, I don't know if you're aware of it yet, but we have left so much. It has been a year of just like removing old coat after old coat, stripping out old identities, false identities, programs, and ancestral lineages, behaviors and patterns and contracts and negative cords. But not only that, we have also moved into a space of really taking much more self-responsibility and allowing yourselves to be in a space of uncomfortably saying no and putting boundaries. Something that has been very amplified lately, and that's also something I want to say now, the energies this coming like days, especially for to the 20th, but it continues to the 22nd, is that everything that comes into you, you will notice even that old people from your past are reaching out. You're getting messages, they're coming into your dreams, into memories. You start to talk to someone that mentions someone from your past. Like, all of this is coming into the field now for you to see how much you actually have left, but also to witness the new you, or the true you, the naked you, the authentic you, and also really understand what a big work you have done this year. And it's not easy to leave people, situations, groups, work, identities, belief systems. It's not. but you've done it. We have done it. Many of us have done incredible work. And many times I can feel to leave outer stuff is big, but to leave inner old identities that has been serving and limiting belief systems that has been serving us from being liked and not misliked and so on, or can be harder, right? So in this coming period, you will also notice that next level now is to clear black magic by putting boundaries. So, we do a lot of clearing. So my webinars, we clear black magic, curses, spells that can be there from eons of lifetimes before. But sometimes we have people around us that actually all the time puts black magic on us without really thinking and understanding it on a human level, but there's energies behind that. So be aware of people telling you what you need. Your responsibility here is to say, no, that is not for me. I don't feel like you. And when people try to tell you what you need, and then they maybe say, you need me to do this for you, and so on and so on. It's like these negative chords, and there's actually some black magic behind that. Start to observe that, because where we are heading, we're going to be asked, and actually this time now before the end of this year, is to say no to people that you maybe always have said yes to, or it has been too comfortable or more easy to just say, yeah, okay, not really listening, but allowing that is actually allowing that portal to be open and that black magic to happen. So as you are becoming more and more your authentic self, you're going to need also to say, no, that doesn't resonate with me. No, I don't agree with you. It's not okay that you say that about my life or my children or whatever, right? Or my path. So people can be very fast in saying things about your path and who you are. So it's also like, no, no, no. These energies, these projections, or your need to say where I'm going needs to end. So, because we don't want to create false timelines or lower timelines because we're listening to what other people say. And, you listening, you have done a lot of work. And where we are heading now, we actually want to have a full open space for the new to come in. And this is something I want to talk about also, that we are being prepared now in our entire light body to receive information about next part of our mission. So we are many here that will have a big shift in our mission, and fragments of it has already started to come into your field now, probably in December. October and November was a big nothingness. And in December, we're starting to see fragments of what is actually ahead in the future, but we don't know the details yet. We just know need to go there. I need to participate to this course. I need to do this. I need to visit that person. I need to go to this place, a little bit like that. And maybe feeling, knowing now what you're leaving, what you're not going to continue with. But where we are heading, we really want to have this open space, that limitless space of nothing that I usually talk about. So all the time, the higher consciousness level can come in. So if I create my reality today and I structure it and I lock it, I lock that timeline, tomorrow I might have receive an upgrade. And then I will not be able to receive information download that holds the higher frequency of my upgrade. So then I have locked the timeline into a strict, exact patterning, which we don't want. So in so many ways, guys, we are really advancing now as spiritual beings, as starseeds, having this human experience, right? And we have also I feel a big thing is that we have been very much, for us that started the spiritual journey maybe 20 years ago, 10 years ago, there was a lot of basic teachings, right? So we were like, breathe, connect with self-love, your heart, and then we needed to like seed out and expand the galactic and cosmic selves of ours. We needed to explore different timelines, past, lifetime, future, and we needed to even see who we have been in different lifetimes, right? So that was like an important part. But now, from that big macro out level, we're coming back into basics, as I call it, where it actually is all about connecting to your crystal heart and connecting through your crystal heart to source, to God, to the highest vibration there is, and really enjoy this human incarnation. So we have arrived. We have arrived. We have arrived. Yes, we have arrived to this point where we don't need to search more information anymore. We don't need to push ourselves to remember anymore. Because if you really are centered and present, I promise you, so much is being unlocked. Just lately for me, I recall all these many memories from my childhood that are so connected to my past lifetimes. I don't need to know the details, but I understand where I've been, what I have been energetically. And most of all, we do understand now that we're existing in a non-linear time, and we are glitching many times in between different timelines. And we know now that we have decided to come together with our soul family here on Earth and do a big mission. And we also know that it is an illusion to search for the details of the purpose. It will be given to us all the time in different stages. And the mission and the purpose you have, most and for all, is to vibrate all that you are, to vibrate your unique love, to vibrate your unique truth, and to vibrate your unique divine power through the human experience you have, and to really be authentically all that you are, not hiding anything. That is the mission. That is the key. If you can unlock all those pieces, which is all the codes you have been given and that you decided to carry with you here in this incarnation on Earth, know that you are located, you have been located by the Ascension Council and many other beings to be exactly where you are right now. And you are serving by, through your vessel, allowing all this code to stream down and through. And what is happening is beyond our understanding. And if we would know everything that we assist with, we would be exhausted. Just know that the entire cleansing now this year has been to come to this point when we really love ourselves so much that we really enjoy the feeling of being free and to be authentically who we are no matter what, and strengthening our value systems, our godly virtues, and living by them and through them more and more. So we really feel that we are that pure essence that we came here to be, that we are in our essence. And then know that you are being assigned all the time. So let's say I have been guided to different places this year, right? To present in different locations, to hold educations in different locations. I've been called to go and have like holidays on different locations, and every single time I have been opening portals that I didn't think I was going to do. Many times I see this long afterwards what actually happened. Sometimes it's I'm there and it happens, and you know, it's so divine. Where you are in this moment is where you are supposed to assist. You're not only assisting the people around you, not by doing. You're not going to do so much. You're going to be your full, authentic, miraculous being and a unique person that you are, but also assisting that area that you're being called to be in this here and now. And then you will be asked to move and you will be asked to meet. You will meet different people at different places, sometimes at a bus station, sometimes at the store. Sometimes you meet an old friend, sometimes you get a call, and however. So being a light worker on this earth is not about having healing sessions and all of those things. Of course, many of us are also now going to be called to facilitate and hold space for smaller circles and groups, because so many are awakening and there's many more waves coming in of people awakening, and they're going to need to have space holders that have anchored in a deeper level of trust and belief than they have. So we don't know what is about to happen 2024 on the outer, but it doesn't really matter, because the work we are now doing, and that's just coming deeper and deeper, which is actually an incredible gift. It's a blissful, it's honestly a blissful journey once we do understand that there is an illusion that we are suffering. It is illusion that we are victims. We are not trapped. So we coming back to the truth that this is actually an incredible opportunity to be awake on this planet at this moment, finding deep trust in that we are together, we're coming together in different ways, and knowing that from now on, things are going to get much easier because you are getting to know who you are. And that is the most sacred, safe, and sovereign activation and experience you can have. And through that safety, you create safety in the people around you. They might not always like it at the moment, but energetically, you're anchoring in safety by checking your virtues, your values, your moral character, strengthening that from, the Christ consciousness, virtues of purity. I always talk about this, right? Patience, the spirit of peace, diligence, kindness, generosity, humility, compassion, harmlessness, strengthening all of this and knowing, what is my value system? When you know your core values, which are, it's okay that they change, or you strengthen them and change them a little bit, but you stay connected to them. When you know your values, when you know the virtues you want to live by, then you also know what you're longing for. And by knowing what you're longing for, you also know what you live for. And when you know what you live for, then you can participate fully in life. The opposite is not having at all spent time with your own values and virtues. So you have taken others' values. And from there, you don't know at all what you want, what is your longing, what you want in life, what do you want to feel, where do you want to go, what do you want to experience, right? And from there, you don't know what life is about for you. And then you actually don't even know if you want to be alive, if you want to be here. So it's really deep things, guys. And I mean, life can be so amazing. And we're really getting to that point where we understand that, oh my God, we can have heaven on earth every single day. And actually everything is turning into simplicity. I received a lot of information. I will be presenting some new things next year because I've been away a whole month. So how we can heal ourselves and others are becoming much more simple, but we needed to get the information from the higher first, the more advanced ones, to understand the simplicity in it, how we can activate ourselves, how we can get and receive information every day is actually much, much easier than we think and believe. So next year, it's all about purpose. So once we've done this whole year about our spiritual inner journey, we can actually really start to unfold the journey of our purpose, because we cannot be fully aligned to the highest timeline of our purpose until we really know who we are, right? Then we're just chasing what other people are doing, what seems to be fun and successful, right? But we don't know who we are in our core. So there's huge things happens, beloveds. So I know I've been saying like the whole November was really introspective in its core essence. And December now, I want to say that there's a lot of upgrades coming in, a lot of strong solar flares. There's a lot of cosmic plasma coming in that is activating very advanced parts of our light body. And it can create sensations almost like anxiety boost, like really a lot of anxiety just coming out of nowhere. And also so much energy, actually a lot of kundalini. So on Wednesday, when we have when I have the activation ending of the year 2023, I've also been guided that we're going to work with our Kundalini energy, because now the upgrades and the energies of December really assist us to allow more life force energy to flow, because that was taken from us. Our own life force energy was taken from our sacral chakra, and we have done huge clearings of those implants, programs, inserts, red cubes, all of that. And now we can actually start to move that energy so we can reach higher levels of blissful states. But there's a lot of upgrades coming in, a lot of strong energies. So also that introspective energy in November will move a little more to the physical. So we will still need to practice deeper self-mastery of using the mind and saying to ourselves actually that, okay, all this emotion I'm experiencing, they're not mine in that way. It's the collective. Many of us are clearing the collective. Many of us are clearing those around us. Many of us are clearing many different timelines and ancestor lineage, but we're also clearing our monadic selves, right? So we have like 143 more soul extensions that we are clearing. So through that knowing, our brain needs to say to us, hey, you, these emotions, they're not yours. You know better than this. You know that all of that can create an illusion and a looping and saying to you that you're not feeling well, blah, blah, blah. Come back to center, breathe, take care of this, take care of yourself, go into nature, drink a lot of water, and come back to center. And before you know it, it will be dissolved. It will come in like strong energies. You're going to need to center, breathe it through, drink it through with water, dissolve it, and then it will keep coming like this. But again, you will start to get a lot of small glimpses of where you want to go next year, personally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay, now I talked so much. So let's go into the activation, but I will put the link for you that are not on my email list yet, so you can come with me on that 5 days before solstice practice to do together. And then on Wednesday, I'm doing my last webinar activation for the year, which is going to be, I received so much information. We're going to have so much support from incredible beings that have already stepped in. So for you that already booked your spot, you're probably feeling the rainbow dragons, the cosmic dragons, the golden dragons. We have Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jeshua. All of them are already gathering in for that work on Wednesday next week. Okay, so let's breathe and see what wants to come through. Taking some deep breaths. So we ask for this energy work to be fully protected by God's infinite love, infinite light, and infinite power. We ask to close all negative, inorganic, artificial timelines and all negative portals. We can open a shadow vortex for all that negative, misqualified energy to come through, and we ask this space to be sacred and fully protected by God and Christ. So only what is in the highest divine order and harmony for each and every one of us individually will come through. So take a deep breath. So it's so beautiful because the cosmic dragons are here. You might see them and they are a little bit light bluish. And they are coming forward actually, and they are creating a space around us, like this cosmic, beautiful cathedral. So energetically feel how these dragons are creating a space that is the most beautiful, crystalline, cosmic cathedral. In the middle, in the center of this cathedral, just in front of you, there's a beautiful blue lotus that vibrates and emanates the most beautiful energy of self-love. So you can start to breathe in this energy into your heart and exhale from your heart if it resonates with you, of course. So see, feel, sense, visualize this beautiful blue lotus. And as you're breathing it into your heart, you're exhaling also everything that stops and blocks you from feeling self-love into this lotus. Deep inhale, breathe in the lotus. Allow it to be expanded out to your entire auric field. And now we ask the family of light to assist us to squeeze out everything that is inorganic and blocks you from feeling self-love back to the blue lotus that dissolves it. Do this a couple of times. Inhale, expand, and exhale. Feel these waves of flow coming in, expanding, exhaling, squeezing out what should not be in your heart sphere. Another inhale, exhale, expand, and now feel and see how this blue lotus moves into your heart. And the petals of the blue lotus is expanding, it's growing in your entire auric field. Right now, the blue lotus vibration is clearing your physical energy body, very deeply protected and strengthened by this cosmic cathedral. And the blue lotus in your heart chakra clears your emotional energy body. The blue lotus opens, expands, clears your mental energy body. Allow this to happen and unfold. The deep inhale now, feeling how the blue lotus expands out to your spiritual energy body. Now just expand further out to your galactic energy bodies, the cosmic and the universal ones. Now you are becoming huge and big energetically, so big. And your heart vibration is also being activated and expanded. You might see a lot of beautiful flowers. This is actually flowering plasma that in this sacred space is coming in. So you might see a lot of beautiful, advanced, structured flowers, which is like plasmic codes, which is very, very hot particles, which now is activating your entire blueprint. There's hundreds of these flower plasmas activating your blueprint, activating your light body. The cosmic dragons are communicating and saying that you can, in this here now, dissolve all the thoughts, all the mental loops, all the need to know what is going to happen, all the details. Just clear that out from your brain. Breathe 3 times. Inhale, push out. Inhale into your brain, third eye, pineal gland, push out. Another one, inhale, push out. Beautiful. The cosmic dragons assist, clearing. And now, in this space where this blue lotus is activating your connection with your self-love, you can start to feel like a fountain of love coming from your root chakra up through your entire spine and out through your crown, and just expanding so much love towards yourself. And now you just need to connect to that love of yours. And from this fountain of love, self-love, you can expand the vibration of it and know that it unlocks anything in your blueprint, in your entire light body and auric field that holds any information about your gifts. Anything that needs to be unlocked is now being unlocked. So you know that you're operating now more from those gifts of yours, more from that unique part of you. You can stay in meditation and be in this flowering plasma structure that just keeps popping and opening new parts of your blueprint where new aspects of you and your gifts are being activated. Okay, breathe and thank the cosmic dragons. They're dissolving the cathedral. The blue lotus is being recorded and stored into your heart for as long as you want. We take a deep breath. And we're completing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it. It is done. Take a couple of breaths and come back. Beautiful beloveds. My lives are starting to get very long. So I hope this really gave you some insights. Sometimes we don't feel really what happens in the moment. You can always return to this recording, to the activation, to this live, and do it again. But know also that you have received what is requested. I can't wait to do 5 days with you, beloveds, before solstice, and then the huge ending of 2023, and together we're going to make sure to live this year in the highest vibration ever. I am so ready to complete this beautiful, intense, and powerful year. I love you so much. Thank you for walking with me. I honor you deeply. Blessings.